Just for storytelling's sake, we are going to call this girl Lauren. All names and locations in this story have been changed. Lauren told me that this happened years ago, but it's something that she just can't get out of her head and she doesn't understand what happened. At the time, Lauren is in her 20s and she has 2 best friends, so it's a group of 3 of them. They're all single at this time, so their weekends, they all go out together, they party, they have a good time. This particular evening, all 3 of them are together, they're sticking to their routine. They have this one dive bar where they really like to go because the drinks are super duper cheap. So all 3 of them walk in, they walk up to the bar, they order their drinks, they take their drinks, they sit them down at the table, they drink their drinks. No one else touches their drinks. No one else does anything with their drinks. She wanted to clarify this because of what she saw. She doesn't want anyone thinking that someone slipped something into her drink that made her hallucinate. It wasn't possible. After they finish their drinks, the 3 of them get up and they go to the dance floor. When they're on the dance floor, a group of 3 guys comes up to them. So they're all kind of dancing together, they're vibing, they're having a good time, as one does. Each one of their friends kind of pairs off with a guy. They just kind of start dancing with each other, doing their own thing. A few minutes go by. They all come back together in the center of the dance floor. All 6 of them are dancing together. They're all kind of standing in that circle as you do when you're dancing, you're vibing. And Lauren starts to look at her friend. She says at first the things that she sees are subtle changes. Her eyes are different. And then it turns into her skin, which becomes not smooth, but scaly. And then her height. She said that her friend was not tall, but next thing she knows, she's looking at her friend and she is easily towering over her other friend and the gentleman that they're dancing with. She says she's watching this all happen. She blinks a couple of times trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And then she looks over at the guy that she had paired up with, that she had been dancing with, and he is terrified. She says that this only happens for like a split second and then her friend is back to normal. But she saw what she saw, so she starts to back away. The guy that she's dancing with also starts to back away. They walk away. She walks up to the bar, thinking that that guy is also going to stop there at the bar and talk to her. He does not. He storms past her right outside. She follows him because she wants to talk about, did you just see what I saw? So she follows him outside. He's booking it. He is gone. He's not looking at his phone. He's not talking to her. Next thing you know, he has faded into the mist. He is gone. Now, Lauren had known this girl for a long time. Like I said, they were best friends. So she's thinking, maybe it was my eyes playing tricks on me. Maybe it was the lighting. Maybe it was the loud music. I don't know. So she goes back to the booth where they originally had sat and she sits down and she's watching everything. She's trying to take everything in to see if she can come up with some sort of explanation for everything that she's just seen. The other 2 guys are still there, as well as her 2 friends. They're still on the dance floor. Lauren says she quits drinking, so she only had the 1 drink, and she sits down at the table and she's sitting down at the table and she's watching the lights and she's watching her friends dance and she's trying to come up with an explanation for what happened. She can come up with absolutely nothing to explain exactly what she saw. She becomes immediately freaked out, just kind of processing everything that just happened. So she decides to just leave. She does an Irish goodbye. She doesn't say goodbye to her friends, doesn't say goodbye to the guy. She said, I'm out of there just like the other dude, and books it home. After this, she says that she avoids her friends, both of them, for like a month. And they keep calling her, asking her to go out, and she says no, like, I don't really want to. Finally, like, her friends are like, hey, we need to meet because something's going on, like, you don't want to talk to us anymore, like, what's happening? So she says that she agrees and she meets them for brunch. So all 3 of them are together and they're trying to figure out, why aren't you coming around? Like, have we done something to offend you? Like, what did we do? Lauren decides at this point that she's just going to be completely honest about what she saw that night and what happened. Now, mind you, the friend that she saw shapeshift in front of her is sitting across from her at the brunch table. She looked straight at her and she was like, I saw you shapeshift into like a reptile. She says she tells them, I realize how ridiculous that sounds. Like, I know, it's weird. So she tries to kind of like make it a joke and laugh it off. Well, she's staring at her friend she's sitting across from, the one who she saw shapeshift. Try saying that 10 times fast. She's sitting across from the one who she saw shapeshift. And she notices that she doesn't think that this is funny. Her friend becomes very intense and asks her very serious questions. What did you see? What did I look like? What did I change into? Lauren says she's still trying to laugh it off and just like answer the questions and be kind of silly about it. She's apologizing to her friend. She said maybe it was just the lighting. Like, I don't know. I just couldn't explain it. It just kind of freaked me out for a little bit. But this friend that she's sitting across from is like very concerned. They finish their brunch. The girls get up and leave. They all go their separate ways. Lauren never sees her again. Poof. Vanishes. The other friend doesn't know what happened to her either. No idea. Lauren in her message said that this still affects her to this day because she was so close with this girl. Like, this was her best friend, and she doesn't understand what she saw that day, why her friend took it so seriously, why she dropped off the face of the planet. She said that she did some research and then found some answers on Reddit and stuff, and basically has come to the conclusion that her friend was a reptilian. She told me she'd never seen anything like that beforehand, and she hasn't seen anything like that since. She said she's a very logical person. She's not woo-woo, but she cannot explain what she saw that night. All she says is she saw what she saw. What do you think she saw? As always, thank you guys so much for sending me your stories. I have a ton of DMs. I am going through them. I think I might have to make an email just to keep everything more organized. I will keep you up to date, but keep them coming. I absolutely love reading them. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for participating as well.